shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get some sports talk.
All right, Tank, we got a good matchup this week on Sunday Night Football. Yeah. I'll be on the pregame show if you want to check me out, all right? Just saying. I mean, it's a shameless plug, all right?
You little gloves?
But we got Packers, 49ers. Certainly two teams that are the cream of the crop in the NFC. The NFC is deep this year. I mean, really, really talented. And I kind of ranked my top four, okay? And before I even rank my top four, I'm just going to tell you that I'm leaving the Cowboys and the Vikings out of that top four for right now. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers as number 4. I'm going Seattle Seahawks number 3. I'm going the New Orleans Saints number 2. And I'm still going with the San Francisco 49ers number 1 in the NFC. Thoughts?
Well, let me just throw mine out and then we can discuss. I have the 49ers number 4, the Seattle Seahawks number 3, the Green Bay Packers number 2, and the New Orleans Saints number 1. And I believe the reason why I have the team that's the best in the NFC at number 4 is because at the same time, nothing's proven yet. Like, they really haven't done it yet. I can look at the Green Bay Packers. They have Aaron Rodgers, like a quarterback who's already won a Super Bowl. They have a really solid defense where he hasn't...
You can't say they didn't prove nothing. Because last year, they wasn't a good team this year. Garoppolo came back. It changed everything. Then the defense got good over the season. And this season, one of the best defense in the league. The Packers. As long as you got Aaron Rodgers on that team, they're going to be a good team. And the defense is better this year to help Aaron Rodgers out. So he ain't got to worry about too much on his shoulder as much because the defense is playing good. Seahawks, Russell Wilson, 23 touchdowns, 2 picks. MVP type season. Helping his team stay afloat. Defense, solid. Running game, solid. Like, as long as you have Russell Wilson operating that offense, everything is going to be very good. Saints, Drew Brees. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Future Hall of Fame when he's done. Defense good. Only question mark you have, can another wide receiver step up with him? With Michael Thomas. That's the only thing that be held on backs too. Because you see in that game against the Falcons, it was just him. That's the only thing that's holding him back a little bit. But as long as they got Drew Brees, he could get them to the Super Bowl.
Have to do it all by himself now. Devontae Adams is getting healthy, so I can see that path there. As long as Russell Wilson is healthy, then the Seahawks have a shot. So that's why they're at number 3. And with the Saints, it's the same narrative where Drew Brees has won the championship. You know, they got last year the pass interference. Like, oh, we're still struggling with that. And then the Pope tweeted them this year. I almost feel like they're destined to win the Super Bowl. And so you look at the 49ers, their offensive line is banged up. They're dealing with Emmanuel Sanders. George Kittle's banged up as well. Jimmy G's still dealing with the knee. And so I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty. Even though they're able to, pull out some wins early in the season, they have a tough slate down the stretch. And so it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep that momentum going.
I get you, but okay. All right, first of all, you're in Crazyville. You're in Crazyville. Drew Brees won the damn Super Bowl 10 years ago. True. Close the yearbook, okay? That's the first thing I'll say to you. Did you already forget that they just got shellacked at home 2 weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons?
The Falcons are playing decent ball now, though, the past couple weeks.
They are. I get it. They've still got shellacked at home by the Atlanta Falcons. So I can't make them number 1. What scares me about Green Bay right now a little bit, they don't have great receiver play. It's Devontae Adams, and that's really it.
True.
And
but
can they
run
win
the ball
a shoot?
now.
They can run the ball. There's no doubt about that, and I do like that. So
that's the same thing with Saints and the Packers. When you only got one guy that can do everything in your wide receiver core, it's 10 can catch up with you. But they got them great quarterbacks at the helm and make everything be okay. Because really, down the line, you're going to need somebody else to step up. It can't just be Adams. It can't just be Thomas. But he got Drew Brees and he got Aaron Rodgers. But at the same time, somebody else got to step up. And then people got to talk about Seattle too. They just got Josh Gordon with Lockett and Metcalf. So you don't know who gonna come out of the NFC right now. You really don't know.
Certainly gives them a chance. And again, we're being picky here because the NFC is the real deal Holyfield this year. I mean,
and I
you
kind of
almost
feel
can look
bad for leaving Minnesota out too, because I understand that Kirk Cousins could be hot and cold, but when he's hot, Adam Thielen's healthy. You have Diggs and you have Dalvin Cook, who's arguably the best back in the league. Is between him and Christian McCaffrey. Like, they can be lethal on offense.
I'm with you with Russell Wilson and the magic he can make. I guess my reservation a little with the Seahawks, and I just want to see a little bit more, because that game against the San Francisco 49ers, all right, that was the first time their defense really showed up all year long.
Yeah.
So I just want to see a little more evidence to go, are they really that defense here going forward, or is that just a one-game thing? But ultimately, I'm still going with the 49ers. They're the second best defense in football. They're dominant that way. They're going to get healthy. None of those guys you mentioned are out for the year. They're coming back in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They do have a tough schedule. You're right. Our only question is Jimmy Garoppolo, and I get that. But he did lead them to a game-winning drive this week. He did lead them to a game-tying drive the week before against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, there was some hiccups in between, and
people gotta understand. He had been out the whole year with a knee injury. He's back fully healthy this year. Not really. We don't know what that knee doing to him either. He's still trying to really get his legs under him. Even though it's like 10, 11 games of the season, but that knee injury is just like, he gotta get well at it. Like, just get well. So you can't really doubt him though. Because when he wasn't in the lineup last year, they did not win 9-1. He came back, they're 9-1. They have a good defense. So he really don't have to do as much. All he has to do is just keep the game in hands. That's all he has to do. Do a good enough job and win the games. Once he have like that knee fully under him, he's gonna be a dangerous quarterback.
get all of that. But I'm still going to put them there. When you only have one loss and it was an overtime loss of the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson, I just feel like I got to give them the respect to still being the cream of the crop in the NFC.
But one thing I note for that Niner defense, I believe they're a Mike Tyson uppercut waiting to happen because they're that good along the front line. But you have D Ford, who's probably going to miss a few games, and they have been a little leaky the past 3 weeks. And so it's going to be interesting to see if they can maintain that momentum that they had early in the year, especially when their schedule gets tougher because, man, they have to face Aaron Rodgers coming up here this week, and Lamar Jackson is around the corner. We're going to find out about that defense real quick, like.
You are. You're right. We're going to know what they're all about.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure